The van rattles beneath you as it carries your small group down an uneven road. For the dozenth time, your hand drops to your sides, making sure both weapons are still there. Crossbow, check. Axe, check. You got this, Faith. Just remember the training. Across from you, your older sister thumbs rounds into a magazine with small, precise movements. She glances up, one eyebrow raising as she meets your stare. That's your name, her? Patricia. What? You know what? How come you guys get all the guns and I'm stuck with a crossbow? Because it's your first mission and guns are dangerous. Yeah, that's kind of the point. Dangerous to us, Ratcatcher. Noise bad. I know that. I finished scout training years ago. Today's just the first day I'm old enough to go on a mission. At least all these years in pest control gave me plenty of practice killing stuff, right? Pretty big difference between shooting mice out of hydroponics and staring down a pack of zombies. Alright, give the kid a break, Cassidy. Faith, don't let her get you riled up. Just stay close to me and Patricia, and we'll look out for you. Thanks. You ride in silence for a moment, and then... Hold up, today is your birthday, and you decide to spend it doing this. She looks at Patricia, who only shrugs and responds, Don't look at me. I said we should get drunk and play foosball. A short while later, you arrive at the old building high up on the mountain. The van driver joins the rest of the group, raising an eyebrow at your dazed expression. Sorry, it's just, this is the first time I've left the colony. Never would have guessed. Patricia beckons everyone into a circle, her eyes constantly scanning the barren field around you. Alright, Tower Command lost contact with the facility 5 days ago, presumably because everyone inside is dead. Our job is to go in, grab whatever we can, like research or medical supplies, and get the hell out. Any questions? I got one. What were they doing at this place? Orders didn't say. Doesn't matter. It does if the place is full of weird mutants or something. Oh hell no, I ain't about to walk in a spooky-ass lab full of mutant. Patricia silences him with a look, then turns to you. If there were any threats beyond the usual, they would have told us. If you say so. You start moving towards the building, feet crunching softly in a thick snow. Patricia slaps a freshly loaded magazine in her pistol, leaning in to speak to you in a low voice. Stay sharp in there. Remember rule number 1 is... I know, Patricia, you've told me the rules 1,000,000 times already. Alright, smartass, you tell me if you know the rules so much. Rule 1, no loud noises. Rule 2, always aim for the head. Rule 3, if someone gets bit, trail off, your mouth suddenly dry. Patricia racks the slide to chamber around the harsh noise, making you flinch. They get put down, no hesitation. Inside, the air hangs heavy and cold, pressing down on you like the fathoms of icy water. You struggle to breathe against the pressure of that silence, the frantic thrum of your heart seemingly unbearably loud in a still place. With trembling hands, you grasp for a reassuring weight of your weapon. I'll go with axe since we're going closer. Well, no. Crossbow. You unholster your crossbow, willing your grip to be steady as you lock back the string and slot a bolt into place. I can do this. Your boot hits something sticky, and you look down to see a dark smear of blood. Its edges already scabbed and cracking. It's everywhere. Ugh. You pause by the door to a lab where Cassie is trying to work the electronic lock. No joy. We've must have sealed when they should have lost power. Well, then we keep moving. If there's time, we can try again on the way out. The group moves on, filing through a door at the other end of the hall. You move to follow them, but to pause at a flash of movement as it catches your eye. Huh? You turn and see a woman inside the lab, stumbling over to a window. Her lips move, but you can't hear her through the thick glass. It's okay, we're from the tower. We'll find a way to get you out. The woman suddenly freezes, then pounds urgently on the glass with both hands. She's probably trying to signal behind you or something. I'm sorry, I can't. The woman points over your shoulder, and then you turn to see what she's looking at. This is a friendly person. Ugh. The zombie is on you before you can think, slamming you against the glass. You manage to lock one forearm against the drone's throat, and it takes all your strength just to keep its teeth from sinking into your face. Dark, bloody ichor drips from the creature's mouth, his breath stinking of rotten flesh, long talon-like fingers clamp down on your shoulders, trying to pull you into its oozing maw. Panic mounting, you struggle to maneuver your weapon into position with both arms pinned awkwardly between you and the snarling zombie. I'm pinned. Shove it away. Straining, you manage to push the drone back just enough to plant your foot in its stomach. Get off! Adrenaline surges, and you're like pistons out to send the drone stumbling back, freeing your arms. Muscle memory takes over as you raise your crossbow, aim, and fire. Your shot takes the drone just above the eye, punching all the way through its skull with a wet crunch. It drops bonelessly to the ground. Hey, we leveled up. Really, that's gonna be a thing. This time, stay dead. You're still standing over its unmoving corpse when the door at the end flies open, Patricia and the others pouring through. Faith, are you alright? Damn it! We told you to stay close! I'm okay. I killed it. Damn, way to go, kid. Patricia walks over to inspect the dead zombie, nudging it with her boot. Not a bad shot. You took out your first zombie with a crossbow. Yeah! Really? That's all I get for my first kill? Survive now, celebrate later. What are you even doing back here? You can't go wandering off mid-mission. Wordlessly, you point towards a woman in white, still standing on the other side of the glass. Holy hell, one of the scientists? I guess so. Seems like she's trapped in there. We could try to override the lock, but it'd take time. In the quiet that follows Cassidy's statement, you hear sounds coming from beyond the doors, moans, gurgles, the shuffle and scrape of rotting feet against smooth floors. Time we ain't got. We spotted at least a dozen drones in the mess hall nearby. Just a matter of time before they sniff us out. He's right. We need to go now. We can't just leave her here. She'll die. We'll die if we don't get out of here soon, Faith. Hold up. The medicine in there. Those bottles look like antibiotics. Patricia curses, rushing back to the door. She pries the cover of the lock mechanism open with her knife and examines the inside. Patricia, we have to try. Go cover the door. Dirk clenches his jaw, but obeys. He and Jeb take up positions by the other exit, weapons drawn. Those drones will be here any second. Smashing a window would get us in quicker, but the noise would draw even more zombies. Sometimes there is no right answer. You just have to make a call, and then live with the consequences. Let Patricia work on the lock. For one long, agonizing minute, you stand by with your axe as the sounds of hungry drones grow steadily closer. Patricia. Almost there. The lab door hisses open. The woman tumbles out into the hall. Oh goodness, thank you. I didn't think anyone was... Dirk yells as something heavy slams into the door, other side of the door, knocking him back. Clawed, rotten limbs force their way through the gap, grasping blindly. They're through. Go, go. What about the... No time. Grab her and get back to the van. The far door bursts open, revealing a half a dozen drones. They stalk towards you, pale, dead eyes, seeming to glow in the dark. Damn it. You made it out with your lives, but without the medicine. You grab the woman's arm and pull her after you as the half-rotted figures break into a staggering run. You burst out of the front doors and run for the van, an ever-growing crowd of zombies hot in your heels. Everyone get in, they'll start it up. Cassidy vaults in the driver's seat where the keys are already in the ignition. You climb in the back of the van doors, holding them open as the rest of the crew piles in, gasping for breath. Everyone's here. Dirk's eyes dart around the back of the van, taking note of every phase. All here. Let's go already! Patricia bangs on the roof, the van lurches forward, and you reach out to secure the doors, just as pursuing zombies close the gap. A drone throws itself at the escaping van, its cold fingers threading the needles of the closing doors and wrapping around your ankle. Ah! Faith! You're yanked off your feet, clawing desperately for purchase, and Patricia barely manages to seize your wrist before you pull out of the vehicle. Patricia, just hang on! Patricia strains to keep hold of you as the zombie's dead weight drags behind the van. Jeb scoots up to Patricia, pistol raised. Shoot. What are you waiting for? I ain't got a clear shot, kid. I might hit the kid. I have to hold on. You grit your teeth, your awareness snaring until all you're thinking about is your hand locked in Patricia's. Do something. Someone grab my gun. I can't. A gray shape blurs past you, striking the drone square in the face. It lets out a rasping shriek, fingers tearing loose of your ankle. Patricia quickly hauls you back inside and slams the door closed. The scientist crouches beside you, both hands clasped to her chest. I'm sorry, I almost hit you, but I didn't know what else to do. What did you do? I threw a rock. Why was there a rock in here? You lay on the floor, adrenaline draining out of you, leaving your body heavy and cold. You try to speak, but you just can't find the words. Deb claps you awkwardly on the shoulder. Happy birthday, kid. You roll on your side, curling into a ball, staring at the nothing as your van rocks unsteadily beneath you. Thanks. Hey, you lived, and everyone else did too. Wake the dead! I believe I made the right choice with the window, and not breaking it, because more noise would bring them faster to you. Chapter 1, the end of the world. After a long drive, you find yourself back in the shadow of the tower, its smooth gray walls rearing up against the sky like a monolith. Home sweet, featureless concrete brick. Cassidy pulls the van up to the main entrance and waves your ID badges at the security cameras. A moment later, the heavy doors grind open to let you through. Inside, a group of armed guards escort you to a plastic-shrouded room where several doctors stand ready. Congrats, Faith. You survived your first mission. Is that uncommon? My experience 50-50. You died on the first 3. Yeah, after that it's more like 60-40. Oh, good. Everyone line up. Let's get through this as efficiently as possible. After the doctor checks on you for bites, you move to the side of the room where the scientist you rescued is fidgeting nervously. We didn't really get a chance to talk with all the, Anyway, I'm Faith. Oh, I'm Shannon Fox. It's nice to meet you. And thank you for saving me. That's sort of given up on being rescued. Yeah, of course. I wish we'd come sooner. Patricia said we lost contact 5 days ago. Were you really trapped in the lab the whole time? 5 days, wow. It felt longer. She stares into space for a moment and then shakes her head. It doesn't matter. It's all over now. Hey, I was wondering, was there anything weird about the zombies at the lab? There were so many of them, and they zeroed in on us so fast. Did they get exposed to some chemical that made them extra sensitive, or... I suppose the solstice is approaching, but that would only account for... Nearby, one of the guards lets out a mocking snore. Oh, poor baby saw a few zombies. That's what the outside world is like, so you'd better get used to it. Oh yeah? If the world is like that, then how come zombies never come within miles of here? It's the elevation. Drones can't function in extreme cold. Everyone knows that. Except the research station we went to today was even higher up the mountain. If the drones I saw today are normal, then what the hell is stopping zombies from swarming the tower, right? A strong hand grips your shoulder and you look up to see Patricia standing right behind you. Face locked into a tight smile. There are no zombies around here because our security forces are the best of the best. We're lucky to have heroes like Officer Jung protecting us. You open your mouth to argue, but Patricia gives your shoulder a sharp squeeze. A moment later, the guard scoffs, jerking her head at the door. Report to the supply depot to turn in your gear. It means weapons and anything found at the research site. Of course. Come on, Faith. She immediately steers you towards the exit. Shannon gives you a little wave as you pass. Bye, Faith. I hope maybe I'll see you later. You turn to wave back, pausing as you see the guard still glaring at you, making a note on her tablet. Good for you. Once you take that little attitude and shove it before I shove my foot up your ass. Oh. Well, once you're well away from the guards and into the tower proper, Patricia cuffs you upside the head. Hey, what the hell? Yeah, Faith, what the hell? What have I told you about mouthing off to the guards? Oh, come on. I shouldn't have to put up with Jung's condescending bullshit just because she's one of Blackstock's goons. Besides, is it legal to have an opinion? Only if your opinions are loud and insubordinate. Pretty sure loud and insubordinate is exactly what I said on my last report card. Every day I ask myself why I didn't just leave you for the zombies when we were kids. Because you love me. Also, I would have made it my mission to hunt you down and chomp you with my tiny baby but zombie teeth. Well, that's oddly specific. You grab Patricia's arm and pretend to gnaw on it. She laughs, putting a hand on your forehead to shove you away. Brat. Egg. You make your way through the crowd, passing under banks of security cameras every few feet. I swear, they're multiplying. Hey, Patricia, how much do you remember back then? I was, what, 4? All I've got is flashes. Lucky you. I wish I'd remembered a lot less of it. It's amazing we were able to survive on our own for as long as we did. If the tower hadn't taken us in, we would have been zombie meat a long time ago. Is that what happened to our dads? Did they get eaten, or... A haunted look flashes briefly across her face before she shakes it off. I don't know what happened to them. We got separated earlier on in the chaos. So they might still be out there somewhere? Yeah, maybe. Walk in silence for the rest of the way to the supply depot, where your friend Troy lounges behind the counter. A screen up on the wall shows the face of the tower leader, Marcus Blackstock, as he reads the evening announcements. And so, it is with great reluctance that I announce that, for the safety of all, that the nightly curfew has been moved up to 9 p.m. Times may be difficult, but unity, perseverance, and sacrifice will allow us to rise above the brutality plaguing the outside. Troy mutes the broadcast, flashing a brilliant smile as he sees you walking out. Oh, it is my 2 favorite people in the whole world. Thanks, third favorite person. Can we keep the banter to a minimum, children? It's been a long day. I just want to turn in my... Patricia pauses as her friends Mac and Nina come rushing around the corner. We hoped you'd be back by now, Patricia. We need to talk. It's about that thing you asked me to keep an eye on. Someone just made a change. Damn it, Faith. You take care of this. I'll meet you back at home. Patricia slaps her gun and knife on the counter, and the 3 of them rush off. Troy raises an eyebrow as he takes the weapons, entering them into the computer system. So, what do you think that was all about? They're... probably hiding something. Oh, a mystery. Would be, what goody two-shoes Patricia be hiding? Hell if I know. Probably something a lot more boring than it sounds. You set your weapons on the counter for Troy to check in. Anything else to declare? No. The place was packed with medicine, but we couldn't get out in time. We barely got out in one piece. They'll send another team after the good stuff. Guaranteed. And now they know to bring the big guns. I just can't help thinking that I could have done more. Maybe I wasn't ready for this. You look away, hoping Troy didn't hear the tremble in your voice. When you glance back, your friend's face is uncharacteristically grave. Something bad happened. You want to tell me about it? What's the tell? We ran into zombies, things went bad, normal day in the Scouts, apparently. My friend, literally nothing about our lives is normal. Anyone who isn't at least a little traumatized by now is not someone to be trusted. And you Scouts have it worse than most. At least no one at my job is trying to eat me alive. Seriously. It's not as bad as it sounds. I just got caught off guard. Zombies look a lot more freaky, or less freaky in the training videos, you know? I get used to it. Still beats working in food plant, right? I'd rather face down 10 zombies than squirt nutrient goop into cops all day. Huh, we really should be equipping scout teams better. Too bad most of the really good stuff gets picked off before we can even log in. Wait, what? I thought scavenging teams brought their hauls straight here. Oh, they do. And then certain guards happen to swing by during their patrols and take them straight out again. Food, clothes, trinkets, weapons. If you went down to the guard's locker room and started bursting open doors, it'd be like a flea market in there. That's not a real thing, is it? Like a market for fleas, or is it a market where you buy it? Don't worry about it. Point is, no one would ever believe a lowly grunt like me over a guard. But you can't exactly report something as stolen if you're not supposed to have it in the first place, capiche? I don't know, sounds risky. Come on, Faith. We're in the middle of a shift. The guard room should be completely empty. All kinds of goodies just begging to be liberated. Side missions are opportunities to deepen your relationship with allies, gain valuable items and equipment to help you survive the post-apocalyptic world. Raid the guard's locker room with Troy to learn more about the old world. Gain a powerful weapon that will help you later. Basically, we call this a diamond choice. Let's go! I mean, if they're the ones who broke the rules first, really, we'd be doing the tower service. My thoughts exactly. After closing up the supply depot, Troy leads you up to the guard's common rooms on a lower level. He pauses just inside the door, reaching up to turn the security camera to face the wall. How do you know so much about the guard schedule anyway? Definitely not because I bribed someone in the administrative office, if that's what you're asking. Of course not. The two of you move to a bank of lockers and start picking through the contents. Wow, you were not kidding. I don't know what half the stuff even is. You pull up a black and white hat with a gold embroidery, grinning as you pull it on your head. What do you think? Can I pull this off? Depends. Are we wearing this as an ironic dorky chick way, or a sad drunk uncle on a party cruise way? You pull off the hat and chuck it at Troy's face. He ducks behind a locker door, laughing. Yeah, were you born a jerk or what? I'll have you know, this jerkish nature is a result of many years of diligent practice. His arm sticks out behind the locker door, wagging a bottle of bright green liquid. Truce. Absinthe? Because this looks like poison. Faith, this is an old world luxury, high priced, very expensive. Alright, I'm curious. Let me try it. He hands you the bottle over, you pull the cork, and before you can think better of it, take a swig. Ugh, people drank this on purpose? Well, traditionally one dilutes it and adds sugar. Scowling, you shove the bottle back into Troy's hands and give him a kick for good measure. You continue picking through the lockers, sifting through the piles of trinkets and weird artifacts from a bygone world. It must be a pain in the ass having to sort through whatever garbage the scavenging team brings home. Fun fact, law officers used to steal people's garbage all the time to look for evidence of crimes. Liar. Oh, Faith, what if I ever lied to you? When we were 12, you told me that eating orange drink powder straight from the pouch would let me see in the dark. Okay, maybe you just didn't eat enough. Roll your eyes and turn back to the locker. I guess even the garbage must tell you so much about what the old world was like. It would, if we didn't have to standing orders to destroy anything that shows life before the outbreak. Books, movies, you name it, we probably had to burn it. That's so messed up. Just because the world's different now doesn't mean we should just forget about our history. There's so much we can learn about what happened before the outbreak, culture, tools. About how much better life could be if mean old Blackstock didn't take his boot off our backs for would take his boot off for 2 seconds. People start thinking about the way things were. They might start demanding things like representation, human rights. How terrible. Just between you and me, I've got a few pieces of media and think we're worth the council's energy. You ever feel like going down that rabbit hole? I could show you some crazy stuff. Rabbit hole? Right, so there's this movie where robots trap all the humanity in a computer simulation. The protagonist escapes and learns kung fu so he can defeat the evil programs and free everyone. Well, when you explain Matrix like that... Also, everybody wears sunglasses. Actually, not everybody. Okay, but what do rabbits have to do with anything? Honestly, I have no idea. They mentioned someone named Alice who was either some mythological hero or... He phrases, and a moment later you hear too, the sound of heavy boots on the stairs. You said they weren't gonna be anyone coming in here. They said shouldn't be. It's against regulations to... You shove Troy into the nearest locker, shutting the door before climbing into one yourself. Seconds later, 2 guards come in through the door, looking around furtively.
Hurry up, will you? If the soup catches us slacking off again.
Wait outside then, you big freaking baby. Your body tightens with panic as the guard starts walking towards a wall of lockers. We're dead. We're so dead. The guard opens the locker just to your left, retrieving a slim metal device. He puts one into his mouth, breathing in a long, slow breath. What the hell is he? A moment later, the guard breathes out a cloud of candy-flavored vapor. You're forced to smash both hands over your nose and mouth to keep from sneezing.
Hey, let me have a drag.
Piss off. You know how hard it is to find refills for these? He shuts the device back in his locker. Both the guards walk out of the room, still arguing as the door closes behind them. Cautiously, you emerge from the locker. Roy comes out a second later, brushing himself off. Love the gallant gesture, but maybe warn a guy before you throw him into a metal box. Alright, next time. I'll let the guards catch you. Oh, nice try, Faith. We both know you're too big a softie for that. When you heard, the outside world has changed me. I'm a hardened killer now. I'll believe it when I see it. I did find you a little gift in there. Well, more accurately, it fell on my head. A taser! Holy crap. No way, does it work? Oh yeah, check this one over myself before one of the friends confiscated it. Works like a regular stun gun with the safety on, flip the safety off to fire the electrodes. You can fire only once, but it'll knock someone down for at least a few seconds. You take the weapon, tucking it away in your waistband so it's hidden by your shirt. The weight feels reassuring beneath your clothes, and you find yourself unclenching for the first time all day. Feel any better? Yeah, a little, thanks. Good. I hate cranky Faith. Now let's get out of here before those guards come back for another smoke break. You return to the cramped but homey room that you share with Patricia, only to find it empty. Guess she isn't back yet. Sighing, you strip down and settle in your bunk, determined to enjoy some much-needed rest. On your birthday, no less. A few hours later, you jolt awake as the door to your room clicks shut. Groan and rub your eyes, squinting into the darkness. Jeez, Patricia's late. You yelp as rough hands clamber on your arm, hauling you out of bed and slamming you to the floor. Fight them. You smash your elbow into the side of the figure's head with a loud crack. Get off of me, you son of a... The figure lets out a grunt of pain, recoiling from him. Then they pin you down, covering your nose and mouth with their hand. Feebly, you punch and pull at the dark bulk above you, and you might as well be fighting a wall. Wait, the taser, it's still in my pants. Blindly, you grope around on the floor for your clothes. Bare-hefted. Your lungs burn, and your thoughts grow sluggish from the lack of air. Finally, as you're sinking into the darkness, your fingers close on the rough fabric of your pants. Frantically, you drag them closer, and your fingers dig through the folds of the material until they finally close on something solid. The wild, desperate swing, you slam the muzzle of the taser in the massive darkness above you, pulling the trigger. Sparks crackle, and your assailant lets out a sharp cry for pain. For a split second, their grip slackens, and you manage to kick them away. Oxygen floods in you, along with a fresh burst of adrenaline. With only vague shadows and sounds to guide your aim, you flip the safety off. You hear the probes hit home, drawing a grunt of pain from your attacker. Still panting for air, you feel for a light switch. You stare in bewilderment at the black-clad tower guard convulsing in front of you. The guard's legs give out, his head smacks against your footlocker as he collapses in a heap on the floor. What? DeLuna, what the hell? Moments later, the door to your room bursts open to reveal Patricia. Faith, we need to... Oh my god. She stares at the unconscious guard and then at you. You guiltily switch off the taser and toss it aside. It's not my fault. He busted in here and attacked me. Get dressed. We're leaving. Bewildered, you start pulling on your clothes as Patricia steals the guard's keycard, then starts stuffing 2 backpacks with supplies. What the hell do you mean leaving? Leaving the tower? Why? Later. I just got attacked in my room. I deserve to know. Faith, please, I promise I'll explain everything, but right now, we need to get moving or we're dead. Do you trust me? Yes, of course. Then let's go. Patricia leads you through the deserted hallways to the main loading dock, using the guard's keycard to open a small side door. Outside, you find a few figures huddled in the shadows, including Dirk, Cassidy, and Shannon. Patricia, thank goodness. We were starting to worry. Wait, you're all in on this too? Will someone tell me what's going on? Yes, I would like to know if there's a plan, please. First, all I know is the plan is to get the hell away from here. So let me get this, like, people involved in this plan don't even know what the plan is and why we're even doing this? Okay. Cassidy zips open a duffel bag and removes 3 pistols. She straps one to her waist and hands the others to Dirk and Patricia. Here, this is all I could smuggle out without anyone seeing. We'll make do. Remember, these are last resorts. Jones will come running for any loud noise, and that's why I didn't smash the window. Cassidy hands long-handled axes to Mac and Nina, then gives Shannon a sidelong glance. You got any weapons for training? No. We didn't do that at my lab. Cassidy grunts, digging through the bag again. She pulls out a knife for Shannon and then hands you a crossbow. Yes! Are you freaking serious? Sorry, kid. We've got 3 guns, and they're going to the most experienced people. I did snag a few frag grenades, if... No, Faith hasn't trained on those. I mean, they're pretty simple. Pull pin, throw a zombie, boom, no more zombie. I'm not a total rookie, Patricia. Hell, I took that guard down by myself, didn't I? Yeah, with a stun gun, I guess. Take the frag grenades and bring some extra heat to your future fight. Oh, for the love of... Get a grenade. Come on, if we're about to go running in the zombie-fested woods, I'm gonna need some more than pointy sticks. Hold out your hand expectantly, Cassandra shrugs, passing you one of the grenades. Alright, try not to blow yourself up. More importantly, try not to blow me up. Alright, if everyone's done stalling, we need to... As the engine rumbles nearby and Patricia curses, ushering you all in the shadows just as a big box truck pulls around the corner. The door slides open and 2 guards march a line of bound and blindfolded prisoners into the back of the truck. I don't understand. Why are you... The guard shoves a man into the truck and then slams the door. She moves towards the front and the passenger side window rolls down to reveal... All is ready. Multiple targets still unaccounted for, sir. We'll address that incompetence later. For now, we already are behind schedule. Hunting down the fugitives will have to wait. The guard nods, stepping back as the truck pulls away from the tower and on to the wide dirt road. Damn. Was that Gary from Commissary? I know that guy. I think I saw my old TA over there too. What's Blackstock gonna do with him? Something bad. We need to get out of here. Or crazy idea. We could nut up and go see for ourselves what that creep is up to. Cassandra looks around the group's conflicted expressions, her eye finally resting on you. Let's go. Faith, no! Patricia grabs your arm, but you dodge her grip and chase after Cassidy. Behind you, the rest of the group starts to follow. The truck leads you down the mountain, deep into the forest. Where the hell are they going? We're gonna follow a truck. Somehow. You slow down, crouching in the undergrowth as a large clearing comes into view. The truck idles on the far side, its headlights illuminating a chilling scene. Let us go, we didn't do anything! What the... Blackstock stands on the top of the truck, flanked by 2 armed guards. The rest of the clearing is filled with tall posts, a struggling prisoner pound each one. Somebody help us! Oh no, are they gonna execute these people? We have to help them. Yeah, right. You happen to clock all those guards with their huge-ass guns? 2 steps into that clearing and we're hamburger meat. From the top of the truck, Blackstock clears his throat. It is a pity it has come to this, but you have all committed grievous crimes against the tower, crimes that cannot go unpunished. Now is your chance to atone, to serve a greater good for the colony. Grievous crimes like what? What Whatever they did, it can't justify this. Executing people, even criminals, is barbaric. What could they have possibly done to deserve death? Maybe they just questioned Blackstock's authority a little too loudly. Patricia's eyes dart in your direction for a moment, her expression pained. Whatever they did, Blackstock sees them as a threat. And there's only one way that monster deals with threats. Blackstock nods to one of the guards who presses a button on his handheld radio. A loud, wailing alarm pierces the air and echoes through the trees. Ow! What was... I figured seconds later something stirs in the shadows, beyond the clearing. Oh no, 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 no! A gaunt, half-rotted figure stumbles into the line, its dead eyes fixed upon the struggling prisoners. Another drone emerges from the trees, and another and another. Terrified screams fill the air as the creatures break into a shambling run, teeth and claws bared as they descend upon the helpless prey. Really? Chapter 1 Recap. You took down your first zombie. You played it safe at the lab and suffered no casualties, but left behind valuable medicine. You raided the guard's locker room with Troy and gained a weapon that helped you out of a tight spot. You convinced Cassidy to give you a frag grenade. This will come in handy later. After a late-night chase into the forest, Blackstock's terrible secret was revealed. Zombie killer rank! Noob. We've got fortifications, food supply, fighters, research, morale. Interesting. Alright, well, that's it for that. That was a very interesting take on the new VIP book that's come out for everyone to enjoy. Let me know what you think. And it's off to a halfway decent start. However, we haven't seen this before in The Walking Dead. Cough, cough. Thanks for tuning in. Much love and appreciation. Please do what's on your screen. Especially, I thought about, perhaps doing like a month of VIP to help catch up on some things, as well as, kind of give back to the community and whatnot. But, $15, if you want to help towards that, and maybe even unlock it as a permanent thing where I'm able to keep that running, consider, hitting that join button. There's several ranks you can select from, or you can go ahead and down in the description below, there's links to support this channel, this community, and hey, me, to help me be able to do such things, also keep the lights on, the heat running, and, keep people alive. That'd be great, thanks. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Catch y'all later. Peace out.